My name is Annabelle Coles.
Hannah Stark,
and Natalie Schneerman.
We are students at Cold Spring Harbor Senior High School who are interested in the environment and the relationship that humanity shares with it. Cold Spring Harbor is located on the northern coast of Long Island and empties into the calm waters of the Long Island Sound, making it an attractive location for recreational boating and fishing. We considered whether these activities of enjoying the environment could inadvertently be damaging it.
Our group decided to research this further and discovered that boating can be a major vector in the transportation of aquatic invasive species, or AIS. These species are introduced to new ecosystems that compete with native species for resources. With the help of Barcode Long Island, our group was able to conduct our own study to examine the effects of increasing boat traffic levels on biodiversity in Cold Spring Harbor.
In order to prove the existence of a correlation between boat traffic and biodiversity, our group tried to find the trend in boat traffic in the harbor and compare it to changes in biodiversity throughout the last 2 centuries. We found the information we needed by referring to scientific papers of the past, conducting our own surveys, and most importantly, by participating in a collection at the Spit in Cold Spring Harbor. The Davenport paper, which was written in 1898, describes the types of organisms that were abundant in Cold Spring Harbor during that time. Scientific papers like the Davenport paper are important resources that we use to determine how biodiversity has changed since the late 1800s. Unfortunately, we were unable to collect as much information from outside resources as we had initially hoped to, due to social distancing regulations. There was also a lack of information found online concerning our project topic. However, we were able to formulate a partial conclusion using the data we collected earlier in this year during the sample collecting portion of the experiment. We also prepared the organisms we collected for barcoding at this time. At the collection, we gained a sense of the range of organisms found in our area. By barcoding the organisms we collected, we were able to make sure we have correctly identified the specimens. This allows us to make more accurate measures of biodiversity because we know exactly which organisms can be found in the area.
For our collection, our research class's project groups were assigned to different sections of the Spit. Our group was assigned to the southeastern section of the Spit. We were accompanied by a scientist from Cold Spring Harbor Laboratories that helped us with recording not only the name of the species we found, but also their exact location and the time at which we found them. Using shovels, buckets, strainers, and nets, we were able to collect a variety of different organisms. We also made sure to make note of certain species that appeared to be particularly abundant in our area. After our collection, we documented our specimens by taking pictures of them using advanced microscope cameras found at the Cold Spring Harbor DNA Learning Center. These specimens were then sent to a laboratory to be barcoded. A spreadsheet was made to combine our group's results with that of the other groups in our class. This spreadsheet made it much easier for us to view and analyze our collected data.
Ultimately, our project was not able to reach an official conclusion, as we did not have as much information by the time the pandemic hit Cold Spring Harbor. With the information we did have, we found that biodiversity generally seemed to decrease when compared with the Davenport paper, with the exception of the organisms belonging to the phylum Mollusca. Our group believes that one explanation for these results is because increasing boat traffic does not appear to be much of a problem for these organisms. Some of them, including barnacles or mussels, actually attach themselves to the boats and live on them. Unfortunately, we were not able to find the evidence to support our beliefs because of the ongoing coronavirus outbreak. The pandemic has not only had a major impact on our study's progress, but also on the lives of many. We sincerely hope all who are listening and their loved ones remain in good health.